The man who founded FC Barcelona quit the club after 3 years, never saw them win a major trophy, and died alone in Switzerland while the team he created became the most politically charged institution in Spain. His name was Hans Gamper, born in Winterthur, Switzerland in 1877. He moved to Barcelona in 1898 to work for his uncle's railway company, brought a football with him, and couldn't find anyone who knew how to play. So on October 22, 1899, he placed an ad in a local sports magazine. The ad was written in both Spanish and French, addressed to football enthusiasts, and asked if anyone wanted to form a team. 11 people showed up to a meeting at the Gimnasio Sole. Not 11 players, 11 total people, including Gamper. Among them, 2 English brothers, a handful of Catalan students, and 1 Swiss-German merchant. They named it Football Club Barcelona, electing one of the English brothers, Walter Wilde, as the first president. Gamper was made secretary and captain, but he wasn't in charge. The early years were chaos. They had no stadium, no real budget, and barely enough players to field a full team. Their first match was in December 1899 against a team of English expats. Barcelona won 1-0, but by 1901 the club was in crisis, almost no members, no money, and Walter Wilde had left the city. So Gamper took over as president, placed another ad, and rebuilt the entire club from scratch. He recruited new players, organized friendly matches, and convinced local businesses to sponsor the team. By 1902, Barcelona had more than 200 members, and Gamper had designed the club's blue and red stripes, the colors of his former Swiss team, FC Basel. Under his leadership, the club started winning local tournaments. They won the Copa Macaya in 1902, their first trophy, beating Hispania Athletic Club in the final. But even as the club grew, Gamper's personal life was unraveling. His business ventures failed, his marriage collapsed, and by 1908 he'd resigned from the presidency for the first time. He returned twice more, once in 1910, again in 1917, each time rescuing the club from collapse. During his final tenure, he commissioned the club's first real stadium, Les Corts, which opened in 1922. He also oversaw the signing of the club's first international stars, bringing in players from across Europe. But by 1925, he'd been forced out again, this time for good, due to political pressure from the Spanish government and internal club disputes. The turning point that made Barcelona unstoppable had nothing to do with Gamper. It came in the 1920s and 30s, when Barcelona became a symbol of Catalan identity under Franco's dictatorship, a political role Gamper never intended. The club's motto became Més que un club, more than a club, a phrase that emerged decades after he left. By then, Gamper had moved back to Switzerland, bankrupt and estranged from the institution he created. On July 30, 1930, he shot himself in the head in his home in Zurich. He was 52 years old. Barcelona had won regional titles under his watch, but he never lived to see them lift a European trophy or dominate Spanish football. He never saw the Camp Nou, never saw Messi, never saw what that ad in 1899 eventually became. The man who founded FC Barcelona quit the club after 3 years, returned to save it twice, and died while the team he created outlived every crisis he predicted. Next time, we stay in Spain, but cross into the capital where a group of students started a team that would become Real Madrid.